An invisible enemy striking silently at night almost made one of the greatest civilizations in history disappear. It wasn't a war, it wasn't an invasion, it wasn't a natural disaster. It was something too small to become a legend, but powerful enough to destroy an entire empire. While Egypt slept, it multiplied. If no one intervened, hunger wouldn't be a possibility, it would be a certainty. And cats played a life-saving role in this story. Imagine ancient Egypt at its peak, the Nile River overflowing every year, turning the desert into fertile fields. Giant granaries stored enough grain to feed entire cities, armies, priests, and the pharaoh himself. Egypt's true gold wasn't metal, it was food. But at night, far from human eyes, this wealth was under attack. Grain disappeared, supplies were contaminated, diseases began to spread. Without food, Egypt would not survive. It was in this scenario that they appeared, not as symbols, not as gods, but as silent mercenaries. Cats began to approach the villages, the granaries, and the banks of the Nile. They saw in the dark, they moved without a sound, they struck fast. Rats, snakes, and other pests simply stood no chance. What weapons could not solve, they solved with instinct. Over time, something became clear. Where there were cats, the grain lasted longer, diseases decreased, hunger retreated. Egypt began to prosper once again. Respect was born right there. The Egyptians began to protect the cats, to feed them, to allow them to live inside their homes and near the temples. Over time, respect turned into devotion. Cats came to represent order, protection, and fertility. They were associated with the goddess Bastet, the symbol of life, home, and prosperity. Killing a cat became a grave crime. When a cat died, entire families shaved their eyebrows as a sign of deep mourning. Without cats, Egypt could not have sustained armies, it could not have built monuments, it could not have maintained its social order. Perhaps there would be no pyramids, perhaps there would be no empire, perhaps there would be no history to tell. A simple pest hunter became the invisible guardian of an entire civilization. And now I ask you, after knowing that cats saved Egypt from starvation, do you still see a cat as just a pet, or as one of the greatest silent heroes humanity has ever known? Subscribe to Feline Files TV. Here, the knowledge is on another level. See ya!